Hi guys, welcome back to the Motor Yorkshireman, and welcome to something different this time on the channel. I thought I'd show you around my Sinclair C5, which I purchased in October last year. A lockdown purchase, a cheeky bid on eBay, and it ended up costing me more in going to get it because I didn't realise where it was than it actually did for me buying this thing. So yeah, all fun at the fair there. So yeah, I thought I'd show you around the Sinclair C5, which I purchased ages ago in mind to restore it and get it back on the road, so to speak, on the road anyway. And it's not really happened yet. We've had crap weather and then we've had nice weather. I've not had a job, so I've not really had the time or money to invest in getting parts for it that it so dearly needs. I've got a few bits, but they're all cosmetic as opposed to mechanical. It's a non-runner at the minute. All the tyres are flat, perished. It was sat in a shed for 15 years and it got painted in Batman colours over that time, so it was something quirky, I guess. So yeah, I'm going to show you around it and show you how it should work and what the plans are for it. So I hope you all enjoy. So here is a closer look of the fabulous Sinclair C5. I shall take you around it and show you all the features on it and how it should work. And yeah, it was released back in the mid-80s as some kind of electric super travel. It only had a capacity of 15 miles of range or something daft like that before it needed charging up. There was hardly any boot space apart from a little boot at the back, which you can see just there. And yeah, it didn't really take off in the 80s with all the big lorries and all the cars on the road, and this was apparently roadworthy. Unfortunately, I think these things are going to become a thing of the past in terms of on-the-road capacity. At the moment, they're exempt from any kind of regulation on the road and can be driven from 14 years of age. I think that's going to close down the loophole now with the whole fiasco with e-scooters, where if it's government owned it's absolutely fine, but if you privately own it you mustn't use it on anything other than private land. And they're kind of clamping down on electric things and how it works. I mean, this is technically classified as an electric bike, so at the moment they're legal, but I don't know. But anyway, it's a non-runner at the moment, so yeah, it would be a shame to see these completely illegal apart from on private use, because there's a lot of people in the C5 Owners Club that go up and down promenades on Skeggy Beach and, you know, on Blackpool and things and get a big wave and a cheer. So yeah, it would be a bit of a shame if that was to happen, but we'll have to wait and see whether the loophole finally gets closed after all these years. And yeah, it was one of the major flops of the 80s, so I thought, why not buy one? So yeah, we'll take you around anyway. So as you can see, we've got a fabulous front light there that probably doesn't work. I don't know, it doesn't even run. It's not got a key or anything with this one. And then some high vis reflectors, so the Ford Escorts of the day and the daft lorries didn't plough into you. And apparently this was super safe structure plastic. If you look at the Sinclair C5 advert, that's high absorption. Apparently. I doubt it. So we're going to look round the side now. We've got these lights on, which I don't believe are anything to do with genuine. They're not the indicators or anything. These are just things that were added aftermarket during the life of this C5, which, as you can see, has had quite a rough life. And the way it works was, there's a dash there, sort of, which shows you your power, your charge. Again, I've got no key. You can pedal it for manual power, and then you can deploy on the triggers here. That's your brakes, and then that's your throttle. I think that's your throttle forward and back. Might just be the hand. I can't quite remember how these things work, but there used to be a button that you used to press to get your power, to kick your battery, and the battery sits under here, or would do anyway, and connect up, and that would run. And yeah, that's how it works. So yeah, basically what you have to do is you have to take your seat, sit down, and then these would be underneath your legs, and you used to have to steer like that with the front wheel steering. So a bit of a bizarre thing, but there you go. It's like I say, I've got no key with it. I've got no there's not really any wiring left in it, to be honest. I'll flip it up and show you the underneath of it in a second. The chassis was designed by Lotus though, so technically I have a Lotus electric vehicle in my hands, so there you go. I am going green after all. And then round the back, as you can see, we've got more fancy attachments. This was some kind of additional light added on, whenever, I don't know, it needs cutting off. That used to be the boot lock there, and the boot itself is here, but it's been screwed shut over time. But this used to just fold out, and you could probably get 3 magazines in before you were full. The rear light is completely busted. I've got a new one of those, but yeah, that is completely knackered. And that's pretty much it. There's not really a lot to say about these things, other than I think they're really cool, they're really retro, and maybe they were just invented too soon. If someone came out with one of these now, with the lithium batteries that we have, etc., that probably have a range of 50 miles or something, it might have been a lot better, but yeah, maybe invented a bit too soon. So yeah, there you go. That is the general overview of the mighty Sinclair C5. I'll show you the bits I've got for it at the moment. So I've got the front wheel cover, which is really rare to get hold of. I managed to purchase one of those. A new rear light. A couple of covers for the chain, obviously because it is pedal power for so far before you deploy the battery. And then a front centre cap. That's a non-genuine one. It's a 3D printed one, such is the magic of how people work these days. But yeah, they're the bits I've got for it so far, and ideally I do need some, well, I would say I do need to get it running. So the plan really is with it, let me flip it up for you and I'll show you the underneath of it. So here is a brief look of the underneath of it. So that's of course your front steering there, which runs on a link from the underneath of the pedals, which is just there. All that needs doing. The chassis itself isn't too bad for mine, considering how rotten the can go. It's got quite a lot of surface rust on it, but nothing too deep. But again, once it gets stripped down, I can get all this powder coated and everything, once I get some money behind me. So of course you can see the chain driven there. That comes from your foot power there, which will get the car going and get the motor running. And then you've got your motor there. There is supposed to be a thing called a power box which sits here, which powers everything and the lights, etc., which is completely missing from this. As you can see, it's been cut off from the wiring. The motor itself is an original motor and an original housing, which apparently are quite rare. You can get these refurbished. I don't know if I want to get this refurbished or whether I want to put a bigger motor on it later on in life when I finally get round to it, because these are quite rare, and I'm not going to do a full restoration on this. I'm not going to change it back to white or, you know, have it as a Minter. I just want to get it running eventually. So when it starts running, then, you know, I can't see the point in having an original one which someone might really want to do a proper restoration on. So maybe I might get rid of that, might sell it to someone, you know, not silly prices. I'm not an idiot, you know. I'd sooner it go to an enthusiast, a proper enthusiast, as opposed to you know, me that's just not going to really appreciate this fully. I'm just going to have it as a bit of a toy when it finally runs. But yeah, as you can see, it goes onto the belt there, and this wheel is driven, so it's technically a one-wheel drive motor. And as mentioned, the battery sits under here, under your seat, in there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a simple thing, really, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's just something that's bizarre. And I thought, do you know what? It failed in the 80s. I'm the modern day equivalent of a failure, so why not? And like I say, I've not really been able to touch it at the moment, but I would like to really get into it eventually and start doing it. We said this would be mine and Dad's new project, and then we got onto the Lego shed and we started building more Lego, but this might be a real life project to see how it finally gets on. But yeah, like I say, not bothered about it being original, just want it running, so that might save a few pounds here and there, but we'll wait and see. So there you go, guys, that is the 80s failure of the Sinclair C5. A really retro thing now, quite valuable now as well, to be honest with you. And yeah, let me know your thoughts and feedback down below. Would you want one? Why did I buy one? Please let me know. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and as always, much love.